Awesome. Hi, everyone. It's me, Dr. Shivani. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Please grab a cup of tea and join me. If you know me, you know that I absolutely love tea time is me time. It is my favorite time of day. And so I've built it into my life at least 3, 4, maybe 5 times a day: morning cup, mid morning cup, lunch cup, afternoon tea time cup, and bedtime cup of tea. Um, so grab a cup of tea and join me. I wanted to jump on here and share something that I've been thinking about for a while. It's been something that's like sometimes I have thoughts and they like percolate, and I have to just sift through until I understand how cool it is, like the epiphany moments that we all have, right? So, an epiphany moment I had this year was I'm the founder and creator of Fusionary Formulas. It's a line of Ayurvedic supplements. So it's all herbal supplements. And I built this company 5 years ago. And my intention was, all right, if I've studied Ayurveda and I've studied turmeric for my whole entire PhD, what am I going to do with that? Like, how am I going to help people? I can tell them all day to go take their turmeric, but if they're taking just the spice, they're not going to get enough to significantly reduce inflammation. If they're going to juice it raw, they're definitely not going to get all the benefits. If they're going to take a supplement, whose supplement are you taking, and is it going to really absorb? And so that was the intention with which I decided to go ahead and create my own turmeric supplement. And I thought, okay, I'm going to make this thing and it's going to change the whole world. Because if we reduce inflammation, all of a sudden the body's supported and can be healthy. And so I started Fusionary. And then all of a sudden, tons and tons of people were taking it for pain, for inflammation. And I was like, okay, great. So, like, you're getting the help and support, but now are you ready to go do the work and permanently reduce the inflammation? Like, let's do diet change. Let's fix our sleep. Let's exercise. Like, let's have vibrant health. And then that supplement is just preventive. It's not what you're taking actively for pain. And the epiphany moment I had this year, once I went through and built this program to educate, was oh, both work. They both work. They work in tandem, they work synergistically, they support one another. And so this year I took the time to finally take all that knowledge that I wanted to share from Ayurveda. And I built this group, Natural Remedies for Vibrant Health, on Facebook. I built something called Fusionary School that was 4 days of educating and sharing and teaching. And then I launched my program, the Fusionary Method. And I have 20 women in the program, and it's amazing. Like it's life altering because I can finally dive deep into each topic, and we have handouts and we have slides, and we're interacting every Tuesday on the calls, and everyone's learning and they're practicing it. Everyone is still in with me. We are over halfway through and they are showing up for the calls, making the changes, making the shifts, posting about it in the Facebook group. Like my heart just like explodes knowing that like finally I'm getting to do what I was brought here to do. And so it's so cool. But what's fascinating is that same group of women is suffering with inflammation, gut health issues, pain, sleep disorders, um, so many different women's health issues. They're suffering from stress. They feel like they've not put themselves first all year and they've just been on a hamster wheel. They have the need to detox. And so this group has been amazing because I really got to dive in deep with them. But I also said, hey, for the issues you're dealing with, there might be some supplements that you need to be taking to support you to drive a result fast, get you feeling better, get you supported while we shift and make the lifestyle changes. And so truly it's been fascinating because I thought, well, a pill for a problem is one way to look at it. And we should totally take the supplements and support we need to get better. And we should do the lifestyle changes. But why can't we just do both? Why can't we do both and then have that harmony, have that equilibrium, and have the synergistic benefit of both together? It's like 1 + 1 = 3. And so I wanted to jump in here and just share the supplements and what they're about because I'm seeing the results in these women, but I've also seen the results over the last 5 years. So the Fusionary Method program is something I'm excited to be resharing in January when you guys are ready. And I think it's going to be incredible. So I want to dive even deeper into the topics. I want to do a really big detox because I think we need one from 2020. I think we need to detox and cleanse out all that stress that got planted in the body, all the toxins from eating comfort foods or leaning on foods that might not have been great for us or might have been inflammatory. Clear out that, poor sleep, disordered sleep, stress, anxiety ridden sleep, really just supporting the body by cleansing and purifying. And then starting 2021 on that like clear, healthier, vibrant health foot that we want to have going forward. And then over in Fusionary Formulas in my supplement company, I just wanted to show you guys what the supplements are about, because I've been getting a lot of questions. And I think it's so important to just understand what supplements do for us and what's available to us. So this is Turmeric Gold. It's my flagship product. It's the one everyone loves. It's my baby. And I built Turmeric Gold to be the most potent curcumin formula on the market. So what I like to explain to people is, out of all of turmeric, only 3% is the curcuminoids. And out of the 3 curcuminoids that exist, curcumin is the most effective at reducing inflammation. But most supplements out there will give you all 3. They'll give you a ton of turmeric and a little bit of the curcuminoids. Very rarely do they purify and just give you that one ingredient. And rarely do they ever give it to you at the potency that I have sourced. So I source a pure curcumin, 98% standardized, and I give it at a full 500 milligrams. So it's a very expensive product to build, but I did it that way because I wanted to drive the result. And when I built Fusionary, I built it to be in orthopedic offices. So I wanted the orthopedic surgeon, when they said you have pain, to have a natural alternative to offer. And instead of sending people down the street to their corner big box retailer who might be carrying any quality of supplements, I wanted them to know that they had a doctor's medical grade supplement in office to offer. And so that's how Turmeric Gold was built. We have over 6,000 scientific studies that prove the benefits of turmeric when given in the right dosages. And so this is something that tons and tons of people take every single day as a preventive. And then I have another formula I built called Inflammation Relief. So Inflammation Relief has half the curcumin from Turmeric Gold, but it also has amla, boswellia, dried ginger. It has guduchi in it, black pepper, of course, for the absorption of the turmeric. So this one is what Ayurveda would have given if you knew you had inflammation. So let's say you had like elbow pain, which is my annual problem. I get this elbow pain from lifting too heavy. And Inflammation Relief will just chase after it. It has all the different ingredients that send the curcumin, the boswellia, and the primary ingredients where they need to go in the body, so it can drop that inflammation in that place. And so I call the 2 of these together the pain solution regimen. So if someone has acute pain, they take these 2 together. A lot of people who have chronic joint pain also take these 2 together. It's funny, I have a brochure, not with me, of course, but in the Fusionary brochure for the last 5 years, every time someone picked up my brochure, they'd see the explanation for Turmeric Gold, the explanation for Inflammation Relief, and they'd keep reading and they'd be like, my mom needs this. And I'm like, I agree. Every mom needs this because they all have that joint pain. It's hard for them to walk, and their quality of life is really impacted. And I always say, give my phone number to your mom. I'm happy to talk to her. I know the moms never listen to us as kids, but when I say, look, I'm Dr. Shivani, I built this turmeric supplement, ask me your questions, then typically they get that opportunity to understand why it's good, and then they're consistent with it. So just so you know, as we're approaching the holidays, if you have a mom who's like suffering, this might be a great gift for her. Then I built something called Deep Sleep Formula. So Deep Sleep Formula comes in a bottle like this, but truly it's an eyedropper bottle like this is. So you're supposed to shake it well. You're supposed to take these drops, and it's sublingual. So you put them under the tongue, and you put only as much drops as you want sleep. So it's 2 to 3 drops per hour of sleep desired. So for example, you want 8 hours of sleep, you put 16 drops. Eventually you might need to work up to 24 drops, but you put it under the tongue, hold it under the tongue for at least 15 seconds, then swallow it. And within 30 minutes, pretty much, you're going to be knocked out. But what I love about deep sleep is it guarantees that you get a great night's sleep. Now, can I promise that to every human on the earth? No, supplements work differently in different bodies, right? But for all the people who I have talked to, deep sleep is your way to guarantee you get a perfect night's sleep. Now, I know a lot of people are scared about sleep aids and sleep things because you don't want it to be habit forming. I totally get that. I don't need something that I'm addicted to. But what I do with this, I take this anytime I need to guarantee a perfect night's sleep. So if I know I'm going to have a big day of video and filming, I'll take it the night before. If I've had 2 nights of bad sleep, I'll take it on that 3rd night just to get that perfect night's sleep and get me back on the right track. You don't have to take it every day. And just because you take it doesn't mean you need it. Like, you can utilize it as you need it. But I just developed a new version of this with hemp in it. I just tested it and it's also super amazing. So if you're open to having a little bit of hemp in a product like this, the sleep is like insane. And if you use anything to measure your sleep, like the Fitbit or the Aura Ring, you'll see that this is a really powerful support to give you that perfect sleep. And in all the research I've been doing, if we want to reduce inflammation, if we want to support the immune system, we need that restorative sleep overnight. And from Ayurveda, I teach a concept called the circadian clock. And so according to circadian rhythm, circadian medicine, we must sleep 10 to 2 because that is the time when the body is detoxing and clearing out what does not serve. Our lymphatic system, all of that is doing its job. If we're not sleeping 10 to 2, we're not getting that support. And if you look at the statistics, even Fitbit published data that said the average American sleeps at 11:21 p.m. And 10 to 12 is when you get the most restorative sleep. So I just think that we all need to do ourselves a favor and start implementing evening self-care rituals from Ayurveda, doing the steps it takes to have amazing quality sleep so that even throughout the night, our body is healing, clearing, supporting. And then we wake up rested, healthy, fresh, with vibrant energy and ready to deal with our day, but also supported. So many people have come to me over 5 years with incredible amounts of joint pain. People who couldn't walk up the stairs, people who took them 10 minutes to get out of bed, waking up with all those aches and pains in the body. All of that has been cleared away. Why? Because you took the turmeric during the day, you cleared the inflammation during the day, you made great lifestyle changes. I would love everyone to do diet and lifestyle adjustments, but then also you got the amazing sleep at night. So I've become quite obsessed with sleep and sleeping by 10 and everyone having high quality sleep. If you have more questions on that, please message me because I know that it's been a very rough year. A lot of people have called me about sleep. I think anxiety got to a lot of people. I think a lot of men had poor sleep this year. That affected the women. I think a lot of the women had poor sleep. The kids had poor sleep. There's a lot with this pandemic. So I really encourage you to do what it takes to get good sleep. Another thing I developed is something called deep sleep tea. So deep sleep tea looks like this. And it's interesting, I am obsessed with tea. And so it's been the most fulfilling gift for me to have a tea because I love tea so much. But this is really like a soothing blend. It promotes deep relaxation. It helps settle the stomach because the digestive system needs to be settled for you to sleep well. I'm sure you know that if you eat a big dinner, it's like that's rumbling around in your stomach and not letting you sleep properly. Helps you sleep easily and wake up really refreshed. And so what I love about this is it really honors what I believe to be true for the supplements. So when I built, turmeric gold, inflammation relief, all of these, I used a factory in the US, someone who I've known for over 15 years, maybe 20 years, no, 15 years. My factory owner is an MD. He's all about the quality and the potency. We work together on my sourcing. We work together on making sure that this is exactly what we say it is. It's tested. My ingredients get tested in factory. I see those reports. I've walked in and watched my production, which is really cool. And to see all that mixed powder coming through and then encapsulated and then bottled, it's fascinating. But I can assure you over 95% of supplement companies probably have never, ever, ever watched their own production or had the level of involvement that I have. I'm obsessed with quality. If it's not going to be perfect, I'm not making it. And if it wasn't going to be perfect and potent, I wasn't going to put it in a doctor's hands to give to a patient. And then we have a whole big problem there because the doctors would be very upset if it didn't do the result it promised and if it wasn't clean and safe for everyone. So it's been really cool to be on this journey because I get to see the impact that the supplements make in people's bodies. Like my doctors call me all the time. They're like, Shivani, your supplement did this. My patient was taking this thing for 10 years and now he's taking your turmeric and he's fine. Or Shivani, did you know that my CrossFitter had this problem problem. And now he takes turmeric plus inflammation and now it's all better. So it's been really cool to hear the stories. And I encourage you to try it, because sometimes until you try something, you don't know the response that your body's going to have. Like, take a 60-day supply, take a 30-day supply, take the supply you need to know for yourself what the difference is in your body. What else do I have? I have a new tea coming out. I'll announce it here. Why not? I have been developing a tea since like the beginning of the year was when I had the idea. When I was making deep sleep tea, I thought, gosh, like the tea for deep sleep has rooibos. It's organic. It has honeybush from South Africa, peppermint. Peppermint soothes the stomach. Ginger, anti-inflammatory. Cardamom from India, we know is good for sleep. Has chamomile and hibiscus. We know those support sleep. Calendula and roses, osmanthus flower, licorice root, which we love from Ayurveda, but it doesn't taste like licorice. Brahmi leaves, so good for the brain, calming for the mind. Ashwagandha root, and you guys have heard me talk about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. It helps the body adapt to stress. It's like a thermostat. If you're extremely stressed, anxious, it calms you down. If you're depressed or have the blues, it lifts you up. I mean, talk about the coolest thing. Ashwagandha is my second favorite, right behind turmeric. It's so cool. And then it has lavender, it has peach. So really, this is a symphony of herbs and plants and spices coming together to give you the result you want, which is beautiful sleep. And so when I made deep sleep, I thought, oh my gosh, like, first of all, thank you. Now I have an amazing sleep tea that's Ayurvedic, that tastes good, that I can take at night. Awesome. And all my friends and family, I don't have to drink that like bagged powdered chamomile tea that I used to drink from the store, which is also fine. But this is like 20,000 times better quality. So I was like, you know what? You know, the other product we all need in our lives? Most of us, I don't know about you, I need a metabolism tea. Like, I need something that will boost my metabolism, help me eat healthier and cleaner. Like, I'm teaching everyone we should give up inflammatory foods and we should eat our dark leafy greens and we need to eat healthier. And guys, we need to manage our weight well, because that's how you get the joint pain. That's how you support your joints, is have a balanced, healthy weight. But how do you do that easily in modern day times, right? We're all overcommitted, running around. We've got like the work, the kids, the career, the home, the social engagements, which I know everything changed this year, but travel. We have all this stuff, all these commitments. And when does the body have the support it needs to meal prep, cook, eat clean, eat raw, juice greens, all the things that I wish were easy for us? So I was like, let me develop something that'll support us at least on the journey. And so I developed something called Metabolism Tea. It is ready. It is made in Miami by a tea sommelier who's amazing. She and I sat together. We were like, oh my gosh, do you want to use this herb? Do you want to use this herb? What about this Ayurvedic herb? She's the one who helped me develop deep sleep tea as well. And we stuffed a lot into deep sleep tea. And so the new Metabolism Tea, I think it should be ready to ship at the end of next week. We just made the label, but it's really good. It's an organic ceremonial matcha tea. That's the base. It has cardamom. It doesn't have cardamom. It has curcumin. It has jemima. So jemima is a leaf from India that old village doctors used to use. When jemima touches the tongue, it turns off the tongue's ability to taste carbs and sugar. So I used to have a formula called Carb Control, and this is like the new and improved version of Carb Control. When you have jemima in your system and you like eat a piece of garlic bread or something, it tastes like cardboard. So it makes it so much easier to be like, no, I don't need that. I don't need those calories. I don't need those carbs. I don't need that ingredient, whatever that choice is for you. And I know this year I've been getting a lot of calls from people who want carb control back. They're like, what happened? I'm like, it's done. I discontinued it. But now that I have Metabolism Tea coming in about a week, you guys can all have that support again. If you are on a journey of trying to manage your weight better, boost that metabolism and support it, and get the results. So it's just a tea, simple, clean, healthy, really good for you, that you can drink daily as your tea of choice if metabolism boosting is something that you need help with. And I know this year has been crazy in terms of the pandemic. I know a lot of people who are still in strict quarantines, holding that strict quarantine to stay healthy and avoid catching the virus. And so for all of you who have not been able to get back to the gym, get back to yoga, get back to the activity level you were at, I think this can be really supportive because, like I said, sometimes it's about the lifestyle changes and doing the work. And sometimes it's about taking the thing that's natural and healthy and good and also just supporting yourself. We can do both. I know some days I have long work days and I'm just head down, focused, blinders on, doing my job. And on those days, I just need my supplements and things that'll support me. And then on other days, I can cook fresh, eat more salads, have green juice, have yoga in my life, and all the good things. But we can have the yin and the yang. It doesn't have to be 100% perfection all the time. And that's why I'm really excited about this course that I'm teaching is these girls, these women are in it and they are doing the changes. And I know that once they have all the tools, whenever they need them, they can come back to them. They can come back and say, I need that tool. I need that tool. Yeah, I need to fix my sleep this month, or I need to eat my, Sattvic Ayurvedic diet and get that into balance. Or I got sick. Let me rebuild my strength from the ground up. Let me rebuild that digestive fire. I'm so passionate that we all have gut health on point, toxins reduced in the body, self-care in our lives. So we feel that self-love and health and vibrancy that we all want. I want us all to have incredible sleep, like the best sleep ever, every night. It's one of the greatest gifts that I give myself. I want us to feel rested, feel well, feel connected to nature, be balanced. All of that and more to me is vibrant immunity and vibrant health. And I think we can all have it. I think we can all work towards it. And then once we find that equilibrium, maintain it. And then if we fall off, which totally happens, you have the tools to get right back on the track. I think this year has shown us that taking care of our health is paramount. I know that so many of us need to focus on our health more than others. And I'm here for you. I know that so many people have pain, joint pain, inflammation, are struggling with their immune systems, are struggling with their thyroid. And the thing is, Ayurveda is a system of health and healing from India that's over 5,000 years old. And Ayurveda addressed all this in the textbooks. And so as an Ayurvedic practitioner, as someone who's done her master's and PhD in Ayurvedic sciences, as someone who's really studied it for 20 years because of all my own health issues and my own health problems, I don't like to label myself, so I don't call myself certain names that we call ourselves around in the immune system, but I just consider myself a castle with no moat. So I'm this castle, I try to maintain it beautifully with great health, but sometimes because there's no moat, things just come at me and knock me down. And so how do I have a moat of protection? I take great supplements. I drink teas that are supportive and healthy to me all day long. I eat well, I sleep well, I do as much as I can. And then the rest is the rest, right? We can only do our best. And so I hope that you'll join me in my group, Natural Remedies for Vibrant Health, and really participate, comment, engage, share, ask questions. That's what we're all here for, is to support each other's health. I hope you will check out Fusionary. I know my turmeric gold is the best thing since sliced bread. That's what everyone tells me. Deep sleep is like making a huge wave because people are obsessed. And then deep sleep tea is incredible. And I think metabolism tea is gonna do it for us. I'm excited. And if you have friends or family members who are in a lot of pain, this is what we call the pain solution regimen, turmeric gold plus inflammation relief. I know that pain can really bring us down and make us tired. My own mom had her own knee replacement this year. And I was like, listen, let's get your health on track. Let's get you moving. Let's get that weight loss so that you can all of a sudden run, travel, be. And so that's what I really want for everyone is, can we have vibrant health? Can we have bodies that are so supported? Then our mind is happier because gut health is tied to the mind and our mood. And to have that complete alignment. Can we be at peace? Can we have tea time as me time and be our happiest selves? Can we feel incredible and then spread that joy and vibrate it out to everyone else? So thank you for joining me today. I hope that was a good explanation of Fusionary and what I do. I do education, I do Ayurvedic consultations. I have this amazing course, the Fusionary Method, and it's going to start again in January with a huge detox because I think we need it. And I have the supplements to support us all the way through. So Be well, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.